ఈరోజు మిర్చి హాట్ సీట్ లో ఉన్నారు ప్రముఖ మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్, మోస్ట్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ మ్యూజిక్ డైరెక్టర్ హేషామ్ అబ్దుల్ వాహెబ్. హాయ్ హేషామ్, వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు రేడియో మిర్చి.
Hi, thank you.
ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Good, all good. How are you?
అండ్ హ్యాపీ రంజాన్ సీజన్,
Thank you.
ద హోలీ మంత్ ఆఫ్ రంజాన్, అండ్ వీఆర్ సో హ్యాపీ టు హ్యావ్ యూ బ్యాక్.
Thank you.
సో ఎప్పుడు మిమ్మల్ని అడగాలి అనుకున్న క్వశ్చన్, మీరు అసలు మ్యూజిక్ ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి, స్పెషలీ తెలుగు సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి రావాలి అని, వాట్ ఇన్స్పైర్డ్ యూ?
I think rather than me trying to come to Telugu industry, I think Telugu industry welcomed me, invited me. Right now Hyderabad is like my second home because I think for the past 2-3 years, almost 6 months I'm here, and 6 months I'm in Cochin, working on Malayalam films. So I think right from Kushi, it's been I have not rested after Kushi. It's been continuous back-to-back releases, and I think with right now with Sriram's film Maname, I think it has double folded. The responsibility is more. The audience that is waiting to listen and watch your work is has widespreaded. So all these things are an inspiration for me. So I think right now I'm blessed. I thank God that the blessings that He has given me after reaching this place is huge. So I really believe in that blessing.
సో మనం అనుకుంటాం లిరిక్స్ సెట్ అయిన తర్వాత మ్యూజిక్ పెడతారా, మ్యూజిక్ మీకు ఒక ట్యూన్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత అందులో లిరిక్స్ పెడతారా? నాకు ఈ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఎప్పుడూ ఉంటుంది.
No, I think even yesterday I had been thinking when I was listening to the songs that I've done here in Telugu. Even I sometimes ask myself, how is the song turning out to be a song that is attracting the listeners? Just as an audience, I was analyzing. I think that's the magic. You don't know when you are creating something until you create something, until someone responds to the song or the creation, you don't know that it's happening. So that's the whole magic of art. That's what I believe. So it's mutual. Sometimes you make lyrics, then you compose. Sometimes you compose, then you write.
True.
It happens.
ఇప్పుడు ఒక లాంగ్వేజ్ బ్యారియర్స్ అన్ని ఉంటాయి కదా, మీరు మలయాళంలో చేసేది, తమిళ్లో చేసేది, కన్నడ, తెలుగులో చేసినప్పుడు రీజనల్ బ్యారియర్స్ అంటూ ఉంటాయి. అందులో ఏమైనా కల్చరల్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ పెట్టాల్సిన వస్తుందా when you choose Telugu language?
No, I think I think from my experience right now, the only thing you need to learn is how you should manage your team and how you should manage working in a film. Every film is an experience, and your career experience also will grow. So the more egoistic you get, the more difficult it will be for you to work, in projects. So what I try to do is, the more you work, the more simpler you have to get, so that you will be able to communicate with your director, have conversations. I think that ego is the barrier.
Wow.
Not cultural differences. And especially people here, when you are talking about the classical infusion in the songs, the reason is there is a scientific reason, because people are rooted to the culture very much, especially in South India, especially in India predominantly. Otherwise, we'll never be inspired with Rahman Sah's music or all the music composers out there. So that rootedness is there in all of us. So what I am trying to do is a humble attempt to evoke such such rusts of music.
Being humble is your USP, I think. కదా?
Just myself.
ఇప్పుడు now that you've done pretty much movies in తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ పల్స్ ఏంటో అర్థమైందా మీకు?
No, it's very hard to predict. I think the only thing that I try to see is, I'll make sure that when my song comes out, I'll only pray that the song comes out in the right time. Because now movies are changing. The way movies are made, the kind of stories that directors exercise are different. So you maybe in the coming 6 months, people would only want to listen to soothing, soft melodies. And if you bring out a fast number out of the blue, sometimes it might repercussion back. We never know. So that is the only prayer that I pray to God, that just make sure that our film and song comes out in the right time.
అంటే మా తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ ని ప్రెడిక్ట్ చేయడం చాలా కష్టం.
They welcome everything, but it's very hard to predict what they're thinking. I think this goes back to even Malayalis also.
Correct.
Yeah, every audience is different. You never know what they want when they come to the theater.
Yeah.
Unless the film is out.
Correct.
Yeah.
బట్ యు నో వాట్ ద బెస్ట్ పార్ట్ ఇస్ హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉన్న పబ్స్ అన్నిట్లో మీ పాటలు ప్లే చేస్తారు. రీమిక్స్ వర్షన్, లైవ్ బ్యాండ్స్ అన్నిట్లో దెర్ ఇస్ అ బ్యూటిఫul Hesham song.
That's nice of many people, you know, even now on social media, the covers are endless.
Correct.
The tracks that have come out. So I've just chosen to just like, because if I start resharing, you know, every day at least minimum 20-25 people send their covers. I think it's the immense love that they have for the music, and that's what I want.
ఓకే, వన్ ఆనెస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ హేషమ్. తెలుగు సినిమాలో డించక్ పాటలు ఎక్కువ, సౌండ్ యునో హీరో వర్షిప్ మనకి యాజ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ చాలా ఎక్కువ కాబట్టి ఉన్న డైరెక్టర్స్ అందరూ ఇదే పెడుతున్నారు. దాని నుంచి కొంచెం జానర్ మార్చాలి అని మీకు ఏమైనా కాన్షియస్ గా అనిపించిందా వెన్ యూ ఎంటర్ ద ఇండస్ట్రీ? డిడ్ యూ ఫీల్ దట్ యూ గేవ్ అ ఫ్రెష్ ఫీల్, నో డౌట్ అబౌట్ ఇట్, బట్ డిడ్ యూ హ్యావ్ దిస్ కన్సెప్షన్ లైక్ తెలుగు సినిమాలో చాలా లౌడ్ మ్యూజిక్ ఉంటుంది?
No, I think the blessing in disguise for me was when I came into Telugu industry, I was unaware of what all things were happening.
Okay.
So that was a blessing in disguise. So I did not actually care about, nor I did not know about what was happening. So that kind of void helped me to, you know, create something that was very
like a blank white sheet laga vachi.
Exactly. Even now I do the same. I listen to all music, you know, even you know what all tracks that come out, I'll make sure that I'm following all the music.
Amazing.
And then I'll understand, okay, so now what route I should take, you know, for people to make sure, because you don't get a person's attention for the 4 minutes immediately. Only 5 seconds you'll have.
Correct.
If that 5 seconds is good, then they'll listen to the full song.
Totally.
Yeah.
So meeku unna Carnatic influence enti? Any song, any music kani BGMs తీసుకున్నా, there is a bit of violin, there is a bit of flute. How did this come?
I think it's natural instinct. You know, the culture I was born in. I was brought up in Saudi, in a Gulf country. So I think the lack of Indian music that got exposed back in the Middle East in the 90s, I was more hungry. I wanted to listen, you know, what is happening back in India.
Okay.
So that kind of nostalgic factor was always continuously hitting me.
Okay.
You know, the trees, the greenery, especially in Kerala, you know, we only come there for vacations.
Right.
When I come for vacation, I'll see the theater, the postcards, the hoardings. This film is coming out, this film is coming. So this continuously hit me.
Awesome.
So I always wished, you know, I want to do something, you know, I wanted to record Indian instruments. So I think my journey is always like that. Unless and until the film does not require that kind of treatment, or if the director wants me to take a different route, I'll definitely take. Because, you know, back in Malayalam also, I've done a thriller series called Kerala Crime Files. It was very huge.
Yeah.
So such experiments I'll be continuously doing. But I think this is rooted. This is very natural. That's why we are the reason why we are discussing is because it's very important in our life.
Exactly.
You know, like 6 p.m. People do Deepam, people go for Azan, Namaz. Everyone pray in the evening. That's a very rooted culture.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's linked to the instruments also. Yeah.
Beautiful. It's so soulful. So, mimmalni inspire chesina music composers?
I think, see, my main inspiration is always Rahman sir. I've always told in every interview, and that is without no doubt, every work that comes out from him is a learning experience for me. And yeah, I follow almost all music composers. Rather music composers, I make sure I get inspired with the songs that come out. Yeah.
Great. సో మీ ఇంట్లో మీరు మీ వైఫ్ తో మాట్లాడతారా, పాటలు పాడతారా? దాని ఫస్ట్ ఏ పాటతో ప్రపోజ్ చేశారు?
No, I think it was a Malayalam song.
ఒక లైన్ పాడరా ప్లీజ్.
Well, I did not sing this and propose to her, obviously. മുത്തുച്ചിപ്പി പോലൊരു കത്തിനുള്ളിൽ വന്നൊരു കിന്നാരം വരവായി നീ ആയിഷ.
Wow.
This is a hit song in Malayalam.
Yes.
Composed by Hesham.
సో ఎక్కువ గొడవలు ఉండవేమో మ్యూజికల్ ఫ్యామిలీలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి? చాలా కూల్ గా అయిపోతుందా?
No, actually, see, in my family, my parents, everyone have always supported me, you know, for whatever I have done. But I think right now, it's a very, you know, to be very honest, today morning I've slept for barely 1 hour. I could not sleep. You know, every release is like you're putting out your child, you know, your first baby.
Yes.
So I think the people who are listening to the song should feel cool.
Exactly.
That's what I believe in. Yeah. We have
పొద్దున వినగానే నాకు అదే ఒక్కసారి జానర్ మారింది హేషామ్ది, ఫ్రెష్ ఫీల్ ఉంది అని అయితే ఖచ్చితంగా అనిపించింది.
Actually, it naturally happened. This song was the first song that we both composed when Sriram Garu came to Cochin to narrate the story. Actually, that day itself, immediately after he told the story, I composed this.
Beautiful.
So it is because of the story inspiration.
Nice.
Yeah, so that naturally, then only we realized, okay, there's a scope of a fast track.
Yeah. Lovely. Awesome having you, Hesham.
Hi, this is Hesham Abdul Wahab. You're listening to Radio Mirchi. Idi chala hot bro.
Mirchi Hot Seat with RJ Bhargavi every Friday only on Mirchi.